I love my Saturn return compared to my nodal opposition. Us due to pop culture know about our Saturn return, and just like Mercury in retrograde, it's something that's extremely fear-mongered.
I love that this conversation is becoming more mainstream to have. I've been talking about this for years. My nodal opposition was the worst time period that I can remember in my life. Like this original creator shares about hers, it happens around 27, and it happens around the same time for a lot of us born under Pluto and Scorpio and Pluto and Sagittarius. During our Pluto sextile Pluto, which is just so much worse and much more long lasting than Saturn return. Saturn return really only lasts like 6 months. Pluto sextile lasts like 2 to 3 years. It also happens at the same time as your progressed lunar cycle comes to a close for the first time. These are so important. I've taught classes on both of them in my membership. This is where these screenshots are from, because they change the trajectory of your life forever, along with your nodal opposition, like this original creator was talking about. The nodal opposition really only lasts a couple months, just like Saturn return, obviously depending on your chart and how the planets move. Progressed lunar cycle comes to a close and lasts maybe a couple months as well. But Pluto sextile Pluto is really the one that lasts like up to 3 years, because Pluto moves so slow. And it usually peaks sometime in your 27th year. And then you will really feel it even after your Saturn return a lot of the times, depending again on the transits in your chart. Those years are so formative leading up to your Saturn return, because those major transits are happening that haven't become as mainstream for people to talk about as Saturn return. And so a lot of people chalk that up to Saturn return, but it's really not Saturn return. Saturn return is like the icing on the cake, grand finale, we could say, to all of those wild transits that happen from 27 to 29. And I think this is why a lot of people think that Saturn return starts at 27, but it doesn't. It peaks when you're 29 and a half, again, depending on your chart. And then it's usually over by 30. Or sometime in your 30th year. But I have the same personal experience as this original creator. Like, my Saturn return was the best time of my life versus a nodal opposition in the Pluto sextile Pluto. The worst. The absolute worst. This is why I believe the year 27 can be the hardest, and why the 27 Club exists. Have you already had it? Are you in it? Let's chat about it in the comments.